Hi, 6th grade. Today is Monday, December 6th. Today we're learning about what causes day and night and what causes Earth's season. So if you're absent, you're going to want to watch this video because I'm going to explain what we're doing in class. This is what we're doing for the next 2 weeks before winter break. Today we're talking about revolution, rotation, and seasons. Tomorrow we're going to talk about moon phases. Wednesday we're going to talk about what causes eclipses and tides. And Thursday's going to be finishing up whatever we didn't do on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday and review. And then Friday, my goal is to have a quiz over the Earth, Moon, and Sun. Everything we talk about this week. And then we'll move on to our last topic in space, which is what makes Earth habitable. And we'll do that for the last week. And then on the 17th, my goal is to have the space test. Today, well, first of all, this is what we're learning this week. Today, we're focusing on the first two essential questions. And our key vocab words are rotation, revolution, and tilted axis. You're going to get your quiz back. You should have had this in your email. We had to take the quiz electronically. It's in your email. We're going to look at the quiz, see how you did, and you're going to fill out this in your reflection sheet and your folder. If you're absent and you don't have that folder with the reflection sheet, no worries. But I do want you just to look at that quiz and make sure you do the quiz. Okay, so we're on our notes for section 5, and you're going to find this chart. And this is what we're going to write. We're going to write the difference between Earth's rotation and Earth's revolution. First word is rotation. When we say Earth rotates, we mean that Earth spins on an axis. Like if you have a globe and you spin it, you're modeling Earth's rotation. And by axis, we mean what it's spinning around. Now, Earth's axis is tilted about 23.5 degrees or 23.4, depending on where you look. This tilt does change because Earth kind of wobbles a little bit. So you may see both of these numbers. And it takes 24 hours for Earth to revolve one time. So, and as it's revolving, well, half of the Earth is always illuminated by the sun. And as it spins, whatever side happens to be in the sun side, that's day. And that side will spin around, and then it's night when it's not facing the half of the Earth that's illuminated in sun. And then I want you to draw it. What does it mean to rotate? You could draw a globe with an arrow representing that it's spinning, and it is a good idea to include this axis. Revolution. When Earth revolves, it means that Earth is going around the sun. It's another word for orbit. And you don't have to write this, but it goes counterclockwise, just like in this picture. So I like this picture because it shows the Earth's tilted axis as it's going around. So Earth is rotating and revolving at the same time. And it takes 1 year to revolve, for Earth to revolve. 1 Earth year is 365.25 days. So it's a little bit longer than 365. So what we do, we take those 0.25, 0.25, 0.25, 0.25, and every 4th year we have a leap year where we're adding a day to account for that quarter of a day that we have every year. And I want you to draw a picture of Earth's revolution, Earth going around the sun in a counterclockwise way. Okay, and then what causes day and night? I want you to draw this. So half of the Earth is always illuminated, and the half that's illuminated is in day. And as Earth spins, where you are on the globe will spin to the dark side, spin to the light side. That's what causes day and night. So go ahead and draw that. In class, we're going to act out the difference between rotation and revolution. And then we're going to move on to our second essential question for the day. So we know now why Earth has day and night, why Earth has days, and why Earth has years. Now we have to talk about why Earth has seasons. The first thing we need to talk about is what a hemisphere is. Some people in previous semesters didn't know that, so I want to be super clear. A hemisphere, you have the northern and southern hemisphere. The northern hemisphere is the top half of the globe, and we live in the northern hemisphere. And the southern hemisphere is the bottom half of the globe. So when I talk about hemispheres, I'm talking about top or bottom half. In science class, we're going to really focus on the northern hemisphere because that's where we live and how we experience seasons. But seasons are flipped in the southern hemisphere. We'll talk about that in a minute. So again, this is the southern hemisphere. This video is really good. I'll put it in Schoology, but it explains why we have seasons. It has to do with Earth's revolution and its tilted axis. So let's draw. here we go. In your notes, it looks like this. We're going to draw out why Earth has seasons. The first thing we need to do is draw the North Star. So let's have our North Star be right here. And sorry, part of my awful drawing, it's hard to do on a computer. I'm going to label this North Star. That's strange. North Star. It's also called Polaris, Polaris. Now, Earth is called the North Star because Earth's axis happens to be tilted towards the North Star. And it always tilts, so say this is the sun, it's always tilting the same way as it goes around. It's always tilting the same. So let's draw Earth's tilted axis pointed towards, towards the North Star. So Earth's axis, let me do it in black. Earth's axis. Oh, I'm so bad at drawing. My finger. Okay, there we go. So we're always pointed the same direction. Yeah, looks bad, but that's okay. You get it. The second thing we need to draw is the equator, which separates the northern and southern hemisphere. So there's the equator. Oh gosh. Equator, equator, equator. Okay, now Earth is rotating in a counterclockwise direction. So we're going this way. Okay, now you'll notice in two of these locations, well, let me back up. As the sun goes around the Earth, there's certain times, as the Earth goes around the sun, there's certain times where the northern hemisphere is more tilted towards the sun and receives the most direct sunlight, and there's certain times where the northern hemisphere is tilted away from the sun and really receives the least direct sunlight. This location right here, the northern hemisphere is kind of tilted towards the sun and is receiving the most direct sunlight. So this is summer in the northern hemisphere. Right here is summer in the northern hemisphere. Now, the southern hemisphere right here is tilted away from the sun and is receiving the least direct sunlight. So that tells me it's winter. It's winter when it's summer in the northern hemisphere. It's winter in the southern hemisphere. The seasons are always flipped. Now let's skip this one for now and go to this one. And this is the opposite. So now we're halfway through the year, and now the northern hemisphere is tilted away from the sun and is receiving the least direct sunlight, and the southern hemisphere is receiving the most direct sunlight. This is, let me add text, this is winter in the northern hemisphere. And if it's winter in the northern hemisphere, we know it's going to be summer in the southern hemisphere because they have opposite seasons. Now, to figure out if it's fall or spring, that's where the globe is, the axis is neither tilted towards nor away from the sun, it's to the side. So if this is my sun, this is the Earth, it's to the side. It's not pointed towards or away, it's to the side. So both the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere are receiving equal amounts of light, and this is fall and spring. So to determine which one it is, because they look the same, you have to figure out which season comes before and after. So this, because Earth is moving counterclockwise, so if this is summer, the next season is fall, then winter, then spring. So that's how I can figure that out. So this is, and of course we're just talking the northern hemisphere. And then this one is spring in northern hemisphere. And of course if it's spring in the northern hemisphere, what season is it in the southern hemisphere? It is fall. Okay, and I'll put that towards the north. And that's why Earth has seasons. Okay. This is hard to explain online because I'm going to be using globes to show the class. So if this doesn't make sense, watch the YouTube video I also put in the Schoology page. It will make more sense. We're going to do in class, it's going to be one of those Pear Decks where you drag the icon. So I'm going to say, okay, point to winter in the southern hemisphere. Or I'm going to just do the northern hemisphere. So I'm going to say winter in the northern hemisphere. So that one would be this. It's winter because we're tilted away from the sun. If I said summer in the northern hemisphere, we'd point to this one because it's tilted towards the sun. And if this is winter, this has to be spring in the northern hemisphere because that's summer. And you'll notice there's arrows showing you the direction that Earth is turning. Okay, the last thing you're going to do is do an exit ticket so I can see how you're doing with this. If you don't understand, again, go back to that YouTube video and I can check in with you when you're back. All right, let me know if you have questions. Bye.